Hello good students, hope you are well and stay at home. I am Shoboj Mondol, assistant teacher, Bagdaga Deokala Secondary School, Monirampur Josar. Dear students, you know, I discussed on verb in last class, part 1. Today I am going to discuss also on verb in part 2. So let's start. What will you learn after finishing this lesson? You will be able to say about the types of principal and auxiliary verbs. তোমরা মূল ক্রিয়া এবং সাহায্যকারী ক্রিয়ার প্রকারভেদ সম্পর্কে বলতে পারবে। You will be able to mark transitive, intransitive, primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary verbs. তোমরা সকর্মক, অকর্মক, প্রাথমিক সাহায্যকারী এবং মডেল সাহায্যকারী ভার্ব চিহ্নিত করতে পারবে। Now we start the lesson. Types of principal verb. Principal verb-এর প্রকারভেদ. There are two types of principal verb. The first one is transitive verb and the second one is intransitive verb. Transitive verb means সকর্মক ক্রিয়া and intransitive verb means অকর্মক ক্রিয়া. What is transitive verb? সকর্মক ক্রিয়া কি? The verb which has an object is called a transitive verb. যে ভার্বের অবজেক্ট বা কর্ম থাকে তাকে ট্রানজিটিভ ভার্ব বা সকর্মক ক্রিয়া বলা হয়। Such as he is eating rice. Number 2, we like flowers. Here in the first sentence, rice underlined word, and in the second sentence flowers is underlined word, and they are the object of the two sentences. You should know what is an object. Object কি এটা তোমাদের জানা প্রয়োজন। Let's see. What is object? কর্ম কি? If we ask a verb whom or what, the answer we get is an object. অর্থাৎ আমরা ভার্বের কাছে কাকে অথবা কি দিয়ে প্রশ্ন করলে যে উত্তর পাবো সেটাই হবে অবজেক্ট। Such as he reads a book. In this sentence, reads is a verb. If we ask to the verb whom, there is no answer. But if we ask to the verb what, অর্থাৎ আমরা যদি ভার্বের কাছে কি দিয়ে প্রশ্ন করি, অর্থাৎ reads পড়া, কি পড়ে, আমরা যদি এরকম প্রশ্ন করি, there will be the answer a book. So a book is object. Similarly, in the second sentence, we are playing football. Here playing is the verb. If we ask to the verb whom, there is no answer. যদি আমরা ভার্বের কাছে কাকে দিয়ে প্রশ্ন করি কোনো উত্তর আসবে না। But if we ask to the verb what, আমরা যদি ভার্বের কাছে কি দিয়ে প্রশ্ন করি, অর্থাৎ প্লেয়িং খেলা, খেলা কি খেলে, there will be the answer football. So football is an object. And in the third sentence, the teacher teaches us English. Here teaches the verb. If we ask to the verb whom, আমরা যদি ভার্বের কাছে কাকে দিয়ে প্রশ্ন করি teaches শিক্ষা দেয় কাকে there will be an answer us so us is an object and also we ask to the verb by what also there will be an answer English so English is also an object look in the third sentence teaches the verb and us and English are the objects us is the indirect object it denotes person and English denotes thing and it's the direct object so we know that there are two kinds of direct object and the second one is indirect object indirect objects denotes person and direct object denotes thing অর্থাৎ ইনডাইরেক্ট অবজেক্ট ব্যক্তিকে নির্দেশ করে আর ডাইরেক্ট অবজেক্ট বস্তুকে নির্দেশ করে I think dear students you know about object clearly then intransitive verb means অকর্মক ক্রিয়া the verb which has no object is called an intransitive verb যে ভার্বের কোনো অবজেক্ট বা কর্ম থাকে না তাকে intransitive verb বা অকর্মক ক্রিয়া বলে such as in the first sentence he is going to market here going is the verb if we ask to the verb by whom there is no answer and also we ask to the verb by what also there is no answer so there is no subject as a result we can say this verb the verb going is an intransitive verb in the second sentence we like playing here like is the verb if we ask to the verb by whom there is no answer and if we ask to the verb by what also there is no answer so there is no object as a result we can say like is an intransitive verb so dear students I think you can know about transitive and intransitive verb next types of auxiliary verb auxiliary verb প্রকারভেদ there are two types of auxiliary verbs first one is primary auxiliary and second one is modal auxiliary auxiliary verb দুই প্রকার প্রাথমিক সাহায্যকারী ভার্ব এবং মডেল সাহায্যকারী ভার্ব which are the primary auxiliary verb and which are the model auxiliary verb dear students in the class of part 1 you knew about the auxiliary verbs there are many auxiliary and now you are knowing types of auxiliary verb there are two types of auxiliary verbs primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী তোমরা পার্ট 1 ক্লাসে auxiliary verb সম্পর্কে জেনেছিলে এবং তোমরা সেখানে অনেক ধরনের auxiliary verb দেখেছিলে আজ আমরা প্রাইমারি auxiliary ভার্ব আজ আমরা অক্সিলারি ভার্বের প্রকারভেদ সম্পর্কে জানতে যাচ্ছি। এখানে দুই ধরনের অক্সিলারি ভার্ব আছে, প্রাইমারি অক্সিলারি ভার্ব এবং মডেল অক্সিলারি ভার্ব। এখন আমরা জানবো, now we are knowing which are the primary auxiliary verb and which are the modal auxiliary verb. Let's see. Primary auxiliary verbs and modals. In primary auxiliaries, there are three kinds of verbs. First one is to be verb, second one is to have verb, and third one is to do verb. But in to be verb, notice there are be, am, is, are, was, were, been, being. And to have verb, there are have, has, had, having. And to do verb, do, does, and did. These verbs are primary auxiliary verbs. But here are three kinds of verbs. First one is to be verb, in to be verb. To be verb includes be, am, is, are, was, were, been, being. Second one is to have verb. To have verb includes have, has, had, having. And third one is to do verb. To do verb includes do, does, and did. Be verb এর মধ্যে আছে, to be verb এর মধ্যে আছে be, am, is, are, was, were, been, being. To have verb এর মধ্যে আছে have, has, had, having. এবং to do verb এর মধ্যে আছে do, does, did. Except these verbs, the all modal auxiliary verbs are called modal auxiliaries. In the modal auxiliaries, there are can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, need, dare, used to, would, to, etc. So dear students, I think you can know clearly about auxiliary verbs. After this lesson, what have you learned today? আজকের পাঠ শেষে তোমরা কি শিখলে? Let's see. What is transitive and intransitive verb? সকর্মক এবং অকর্মক ক্রিয়া কি? What is an object? কর্ম। And what is primary and modal auxiliary verb? Primary এবং modal auxiliary verb কি? Dear students, today's lesson is nearly an end. So, I shall give you a homework for your practice. Homework. বাড়ির কাজ. Find out the transitive, intransitive, primary auxiliary and modal auxiliaries verbs from the following underlined words. নিম্নরেখ শব্দগুলি থেকে সকর্মক, অকর্মক অর্থাৎ ট্রানজিটিভ, ইন্ট্রানজিটিভ, প্রাইমারি অক্সিলারি এবং মডাল অক্সিলারি ভার্ব খুঁজে বের করো। Dear students, the homework, write down in your notebooks. First one, Rubel catches fish. Second, she dances well. Rubel catches fish. Here, catches is the underlined word. She dances well. Here, dances is the underlined word. They are playing football. Here, Are and playing are the underlined words. You have a blue pen. Have is the underlined word. Robin loves to read book, loves and to read the underlined words. Runa flies kite in the sky, flies in the underlined word. They have finished the work. Have and finished the underlined words. We are helping the poor. Are and helping the underlined words. He doesn't sing a song. Doesn't and sing are the underlined words. I want to go there. Want and to go the underlined words. Hopes you have finished writing. So dear students, best wishes for you. Today's lesson is finished. See you. Thank you all.